I consider an honor to address the 17th International Scientific and Practical Conference on New Ideas in Earth Sciences. Climate finance is facing an existential crisis. The independent high-level expert group report on climate finance estimated that $1 trillion per annum is required for the purpose. Countries have fallen far short in their contributions. Furthermore, President Trump has withdrawn US and therefore there will be no further contributions. We cannot depend on the developed North to provide the fund. It was never available. We have to look at both commercial funding and monies already pledged. I have two proposals in this regard. One, the Tropical Belt Initiative. The Tropical Belt constitutes of 134 countries covering 44% of Earth's surface and will by 2030 be home to roughly 50% of the world's population. Most of the world's remaining primary forests are tropical, along with its coral reef system. The rich biodiversity of the tropical belt enhances biological carbon sequestration and can shield the weather from instabilities. The Tropical Belt Initiative objective is to mobilize through the private sector investments in the commercially viable climate projects within the tropical belt.
Conquer the world after A-levels. Join IIT. Register now.
Sri Lanka Insurance Life. Like a father, like a mother.
Turn your work experience into a British qualification. Boost your career with Kensley Graduate School.
The mangroves and forests will be the primary targets. Commercially viable projects will attract large-scale private investments. This will enable the restoration of the ecosystem and increase the forest covers available. Carbon credit earned thereby can be traded in the market. The Tropical Belt Initiative should be combined with the Indian Ocean Initiative. I have recommended that the Indian Ocean Rim Association take the lead in focusing on the interdependence of the Indian Ocean and climate change and thereby identify projects which are viable commercially. As a result, the largest global sink will be the Indian Ocean and the Tropical Belt Initiative combined. A healthy ocean generates oxygen and absorbs the carbon and heat produced from global warming. Mangroves and seagrass sink more carbon than land forests. I have recommended that Indian Ocean Rim Association to take the lead in focusing on the interdependence between the Indian Ocean and climate change. Also promote projects that are commercially viable. As a result, the largest global sink will be the Indian Ocean Initiative and the Tropical Belt Initiative combined. Secondly is the International Climate Change University. The establishment of such a university, which will be a transglobal center for climate studies, resulting in capacity building and advanced postgraduate studies. ICCU will play a critical role in the dispersal of knowledge required for transdisciplinary climate change mitigation aspects. Thereby, it will also become a center for excellence. Furthermore, the World Bank and other multilateral institutes will be able to provide funds for this. These are the initiatives to follow, discuss and implement, which will make a significant impact on climate change mitigation. I wish you all the best in your deliberation.